heavy. I thought I'm gonna be I thought I'm gonna be doing a mini book haul, but it turns out that it's not that mini. It's so many. Ayoko na. Hey there, this is Riz and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am a small booktuber from Davao City, Philippines. And I also share faith-based videos every once in a while. So for this week's content, I'm gonna be sharing to you my Shopee birthday book haul. Well, I got this idea from another small booktuber from the Philippines. His name is Jasper with a Z. You should follow him, guys. I would just link his video dito or somewhere here. Yeah. So just like him, I bought my books from Shopee. And they're kind of heavy. I thought I'm gonna be doing a mini book haul, but it turns out that it's not that mini. It's so many. Wali. So many. Ayoko na. Jesus. So, let's start from the smallest na lang. Okay, para may organization principle tong book haul na to. Alright. Let's start with Like Water for Chocolates by Laura Esquivel. Esquivel. Basta, yan guys. So, nakalimutan ko na kung magkano to, kung mahagilap ko pa kung ano yung price niya, ilalagay ko dito. So, I first heard of this book from my teacher, Sir John Bengan. Shout out. Sorry. Sa isang klase namin about magical realism. And one of the books or works that he suggested for us to read is this book, Like Water for Chocolate. Minsan nagugulahan pa ako, tinatawag ko siyang Like Water for Elephants. So, medyo dahan-dahanin na natin, guys. It's Like Water for Chocolates. And I thought it's gonna be a big book, but it turns out to be a really small one. Pero okay lang yun since I know that it's gonna be a good one. It doesn't matter kung mahaba siya or not. And I also watched a few videos online giving a review for this book. Sabi nila na it's really engaging. Kahit pa a huge sum of it is on the romance kind of genre or genre. Sobrang ganda yung librong ito. So I'm not the kind of person who reads a lot of romance novels, pero for this one, I'd make an exemption since one of my great teachers, a Palangka awardee by the way, suggested for us to read this one. So I'm so hyped. I don't know why. So let me read a few blurbs. US Today says, a mystical Mexican love story that will charm the palate and the heart. So let me just talk about palate. And I'll mag-review later na lang, guys. Pero all I know is that it has a lot of recipes incorporated sa librong ito. An example is this one. I don't know if nababasa nyo, but let me just read this for you. 1 cup of heavy cream, 6 eggs, cinnamon, syrup. Yun lang. I don't want to share a lot since eventually I'd be giving you guys a book review of this one once I finish this one. So yeah, let's proceed to the next one. Ta-da-ding! It's Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. So by the way, I have a lot of Murakamis. And lately, I have been reading a lot of Murakamis din. My first one is this one, Kafka on the Shore. And if you are into magic realism or magical realism, this book, this Murakami is for you. Share ko lang, guys, Murakami is not strictly writing magical realism. Meron din siyang realism and he also does short stories. And the second book that I read by Haruki Murakami is Colorless Tsukuru. And yung copy na yun, I happened to give it away to one good friend of mine, Sir Aga. So I hope he read that already. So I gave him that book for Christmas. Ang reason behind kung bakit binigay ko siya dahil I think that I'd like to say na hindi ko masyado na-enjoy yun kasi I expected a lot of magical realism but it happens to have zero magical realism and so I just gave it away. But I really think na it's a good read pa rin since, yeah, Murakami really writes well, I would say. That's why I bought a lot of his books. And I shared to you guys, I don't know if napanood niyo yung isang video ko, I think it was, where I shared to you my bookshelf. I just linked that here. Panoorin niyo yun guys, where I shared to you this top part of my bookshelf. And later, kapag may time na ako, I'd also do a video. Kasi lately lang dinagdag tong isang bookshelf ko dito sa baba. So I'd do another video and watch out for that. Yeah. Let me go back to this. This one, I just read for I think like 4 nights. Kasi sobrang interesting siya and really a page turner. If you'd want to read Haruki Murakami and you don't know where to start, you should start with this. And if you'd want me to do a book review of this one, just comment below and I'll do it for you. So the next book that I do have by Haruki Murakami is this one. It's After Dark. Let me just read for a while. The New York Times book review says, After Dark is a streamlined, hushed, and solemn piece. Standing above the common room, Murakami detects phosphorescence everywhere, but chiefly in the auras around people which glow brightest at night and when combined. Okay? Murakami is masterful with symbolism. That I agree with. Night can't blacken the ever-shifting shutter speeds of Murakami's cockeyed Kodak. It is straight-ahead jazz with a quiet grace. And I think the third book that I read by Haruki Murakami is this one. Is a collection of short stories and it has like 0 to 5% magical realism on it. And before that, I expected na at least man lamang 25% to 50% na magical realism dito. Pero there was 5% or none at all. But still, it was a good read. And sa librong ito, I would definitely say na nag-agree ako dun sa ibang comments ng mga people about Haruki Murakami that he's kind of sexist in a sense. And he's kind of, how do you call that? I think the right word would be misogynist in a sense. Basta interesting yung perspective niya. And there are a few interviews where he also says na aminado siya that he has that kind of weird perspective about him being a man and other women. And I'll just siguro put down the links of those interviews where they talk about like chauvinism, sexism, and etc. that are really, how you call that, evident on his works. Pero I would really say na good read pa rin naman siya. It's just that itong collection na to, it's not something that I really expected. Dahil yes, aminin ko na I only read Haruki Murakami for his magic realism works. And yeah. And the next book by Haruki Murakami is this one. It's called The Wind Up Bird Chronicle or The Wind Up Bird Chronicle. Because it's Wind Up. The Wind Up Bird Chronicle. And it's a thick one. And it says here by Chicago Times na it is dreamlike and Murakami is a genius. With that, I agree. And also, New York Times says na this book is bold and generous, propulsive. Nasimulan ko na siya guys, like a few pages of it, or I forgot if I just started with page 1 or just browse. Pero hindi ko pa talaga siya nabigyan ng oras para basahin. So, okay lang naman. Mayroon na tayong time for that. it's the last Murakami that I do have. And I don't plan on buying a few more. So, wala tayong pera, guys. Hindi tayo mayaman. 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, I have 5 Murakamis already. And I only read 3 out of 5. I only have 2 books left. And I don't plan on buying any Murakami until I finish this one. I want to promise myself with those words. I hope wala nang magaganap na mga impulsive buying. And the last 2 books that I do have for this Shopee birthday haul are these 2, both by Leigh Bardugo. I don't know how to pronounce. Let me just search for a while. Leigh Bardugo. Leigh Bardugo. So Leigh Bardugo is the author of these books, and she is famous for her Grishaverse trilogy. She has a trilogy and this other 2 ones. And I bought 2 of this for only... And if you don't know who she is yet, Leigh Bardugo is the author of the New York Times bestselling Grisha trilogy. She was born in Jerusalem. She grew up in Los Angeles, graduated from Yale University, and has worked in advertising, journalism, and most recently, makeup and special effects. These days, she lives and writes in Hollywood, where she can occasionally be heard singing with her band. Whoa, so she's a singer too. What else? Leigh Bardugo is the #1 New York Times and USA Today best-selling author of 6 of Crows and the Grisha trilogy, Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising. I bought 2 of her books dahil a lot of booktubers, international and local ones, can't stop talking about 6 of Crows. Let me just mention... Who was that girl? Cindy Reeds? So that girl, Cindy, was quite big in booktubing. I just link her video right here, or right below. Just check it out, guys. And other local booktubers here in the Philippines also. A lot of them said na 6 of Crows is a really good book. And I guess it has also been a while since I read fantasy books, and I thought that it would be nice to, explore other universe out there, which is Grishaverse. I like how it sounds. It kind of mimics my real name. If you don't know me in real life, my real name is not just Riz, but it's Rizha. So, some people call me Risha, some people call me Rizia, but the real pronunciation of my name would be Rizha. I guess I should make my own universe. That would be Grishaverse. Lol, wala. Okay. So, yeah, I hope I'd find time to read this really thick books, by the way, I would say. Really big ones. Let's see if the hype is real. And if you'd want me to do a book review, comment below and I'd try my best to give a lot of time to read this too. And kahit isa lang, I think that would be enough. Like 6 of Crows and just... Kasi ang pagkakalam ko, wala namang kinalaman tong isa dito. If I'm not mistaken hindi sila related. It's just that they're under the same universe. Pero like you could read Crooked Kingdom without having to read 6 of Crows or like vice versa. Pero lang kung babasahin natin yung trilogy, which are, I think, yung tatlong yun, masyadong related sa isa't isa. And that sums up our hashtag SBB or Shopee Birthday Book Haul for 2021. Muli, ito si Riaz laging nagpapaalala na patuloy na magbasa, magsulat at magmulan. God bless.